Hello, everybody. Darren here at the Midwestern Expedition, doing another documentary on the home. Let's see if anything will come up. And it's snowing out here. It's pretty cold. Wish I got another uh, stocking cap because the wind's lightly cutting through this one, and it's kind of stinging my ears a little. Hopefully you can hear me through the windsock all right, because this is the first time I've ever used a windsock on an investigation. So, what I'm doing tonight is I want to see if there's any spirits that travels with the storms around here, especially with the snow. I was thinking about doing it with the rain, but we didn't have too much rain this year. And when we did have the rain, when it did come, it just poured on down, just buckets and buckets. So the snow, it's a little bit safer, kinda. Uh, just kinda here. So I want to see if I can actually browse any individuals or spirits that come and go within the area, and to see if any spirits actually travel to and from while traveling with the storms that carry energy. May not be a very long video tonight because, like I said, the wind's picking up, and I'm dressed, to combat the elements here, but the stocking cap's not so great. The wind's cutting right through it almost, so we'll see how long I'll be able to last out here. So I might be a little clumsy with these gloves, so I'm gonna try my best to do all of this, because I use these working on the cars, and they're not too bad, but the wind cuts through these as well, and they're not a sponsor. They're not bad, but here the thing's messed up a little bit. Is there anybody here that travels with the storms, or knows of any spirits that may travel with the storms? Do you travel for a living, or do you depend on the energy that is maintained within the storm systems that go to and from the area? Go playback. Is there anybody here that travels with the storms, or knows of any spirits that may travel with the storms? Do you travel for a living, or do you depend on the energy that is maintained within the storm systems that go to and from the area? I didn't quite hear anything. I don't normally get EVPs off of this. Sometimes I'm beginning to wonder if I should stop trying to do EVP sessions, because I don't pick up anything off of these, but I pick stuff off the microphone. So, oh man, it's cutting through these gloves already. I'm gonna go for another board. Who here is around me right now? What would you like to talk about while you're here with me? Because this little black box with a silver tip on it allows us to communicate with one another. So if you speak, I'll be able to hear you when I play it back. Think of this as like a radio or a record player. Ooh, man, disinfect gloves, because these are Who here is around me right now? What would you like to talk about while you're here with me? Because this little black box with a silver tip on it allows us to communicate with one another. Because if you speak, I'll be able to hear you when I play it back. Think of this as like a radio or a record player. Hello? Who is out here with me right now? You hear the cattle. So if you hear that whooping noise, that's one of the cows in the distance from the farmers. I heard you walking in the snow, but I see no tracks. Come up to me. Let's get footsteps out here. I'm back behind the storage unit where there's some activity that comes and goes. Because I actually had phantom footsteps. Even something was running, coming along. There used to be a cornfield behind me when the farmer crop rotates. Something jumped the barbed wire fence and went onto the cornfield and just hear it wrestling and everything. Who's there? Step forward. It's okay to come forward and talk to me. As long as you come forward and talk. Nothing else. Remember, this is my property. You must respect it. If you don't, I'll cast you out. When I started moving, it stopped. Because you can tell the difference between human and animal footprints because my ears started ringing. Pressure within the air. But you can tell the difference between the human and animal footprints because the human, is very heavy, and the animals kind of scurry along. And I didn't hear no animal. I hope the microphone picked this up. Trying to see what's over there. Hold on. Hello? There's clicking going on behind me, but I don't see nothing. I just heard a bell. A little chime. I've heard that before. I really do hope that this microphone's picking it up. I'm not going to turn off the light because it can be too dangerous. Even if there might be a possibility of an animal out there, I feel safer in the light. But, well, here's why I feel safer in the light, because I can actually see, but I'm blind in front of me, so. Let's go for an SBox session and see if there's any spirits.
SBox.
Whoops.
Scanning. FM.
Hello? Is there anybody out here tonight? So I hear footsteps around me. Someone just told me F you. Why? What are you doing? Why were you rude to me just then? Is there anybody that's traveling with the storm system? Why do you travel with the storm system? Is it because it gives you energy? When these storm systems form, are there main spirits that are actually in control of them? Or that allows anybody to travel with them or not? Kind of like a bus or a travel coach? Do you have to pay a toll or a price to travel with the storm system? Now you must talk when I'm done talking. Okay? Now is there anybody out here right now? It's just cold out. Does the cold bother you? Does the cold bother you like it does me? Footsteps over that way. I also hear coyotes out this too, so I gotta be careful. Who else is here with me tonight? Do you like it when I talk to you so that way you're not forgotten or don't feel lonely?
No problem.
Oh, is it no problem? Cold shooting right through these walls. It's hurting. I may not be happy much longer. Would you like to talk about anything since the holidays are upon us? Because Christmas is almost here in a couple of weeks. Can you please repeat that? Can anybody tell me that do you travel with the storm system? Do they give you energy? they're getting close. But I'm not scared. I just wanted to make sure how far they were. Is there any local residents here with me of the property or the surrounding area? Do you like the cold weather, or at least winter? Does it bring back a lot of memories for you? There's a lot of hair on these low. Cat must have laid on them, so I apologize. How come you don't want to talk? Is it too cold for you outside? Or are you in someplace warm? Is there anybody behind me right now that's stalking me? I hear footsteps off and on. Train. Didn't sound too right over this. If nobody doesn't want to talk, I'm going to turn this off then. I'd like to thank those that did step forward and talk to me for a little bit. Hope you all have a good night now. Man, it's getting cold out here. Oh. These gloves aren't doing a darn thing, because they kind of were when I was working on cars, but when that wind picks up, yeah, they're cutting through. I may have to end this here shortly. See if anything. I know I don't have too many gadgets with me tonight. I wanted to see if anything would come up. K2 meter. Now, as you can see, I'm demonstrating. I have to really, really tap this hard for anything to come up. So, does anybody want to come up to me and set off my little device here with the green light? Just come right up to me and set it off. Now I know you have plenty of energy at your disposal with the storm system here, with all the snow, because moisture does collect energy. How many lights can you set this off to? The highest is red. Then there's orange, yellow, a lighter green, and a darker green, which is a base color that you see right now. Who's over there making footsteps? Who's moving? Come forward. Now I hear it walking away. Came forward, but when I asked for it to come to me, it went away. I can see pretty far out there, even within the snow. But that was footprints, but I don't think I see anything over there. I'm not gonna walk over there to see if there's any footprints in the snow, because when I heard footsteps around me, even looking, I don't see nothing disturbed other than just my own. I cordially invite those that are on the individuals on the property to come step forward. Ooh, it's cold. There's no wind right now. I just got a cold breeze. That was not my breath. I don't think. Let's try. That was not my breath. Who's standing right by me? I'm getting some interesting activity tonight. It's amazing how you get more activity when you're alone. I don't know if they think that you're more vulnerable that way or what. But I'm protected. Well, if no one's going to set off this little gadget that's holding in my hand that allows us to communicate, I'm going to go ahead and turn it off. I'm just getting the very, my fingers are hurting. I'm just getting the very basic stuff, and this camera is off center, so I apologize. Yeah, I didn't know what, so I apologize about the angle of the video. I just now realized that. I seem to always get footprints and odds and ends, but I never got breath that's coming to the side. I hope that picked up here on the camera, but this camera is not that great, so now we'll try to do more videos in the future, but it just all depends on what truly happens, especially with me and my sibling, because we try to do things more. So dead quiet now. Very, very quiet. Yeah. As soon as I stop doing stuff out here with the intention of going inside, everything stopped. Or should I say everything ceased. Because you really can't command them. Because they're still individuals just like you and me. So, well, I know this little experiment was kind of okay, decent, I suppose, but not without the proper equipment. And the equipment that we do need is gonna cost a lot of money. So who knows? We will get that far to do other things. So. Can't prove it, but I saw a shadow in the car pan, stuck down. It's like over. Yeah, what car is that? That's the '68 Galaxy Fastback. Yeah, so something ducked down behind that. Yeah, between the '68 Fastback and the 30 something GM Rat Rod project. So. Sort of disembodied voice. Hey, who's over there? Well, let's go check it out. Work's gonna be a lot. Moment here. Walk over. That was really getting some quiet voices now. something. Who's out here? Hot duck down right here. About 6 feet across. Came over there. Kind of, mine's kind of saying that it was saying, hey there. It didn't feel threatening, but it's like, someone must be. Well, I know this is very unconventional, but yeah. So I want to end the video there and do blessings on the property and on myself and the equipment before I head in. So I shall post and talk to you all another time. So you all have a good one now. Take care and stay safe and stay warm, because it's going to be a very, very interesting winter.